With the All-Star break behind us, back to work in the NBA. Knicks and Cavs called by Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and Kristen Ledlow. And then the Clippers and the Warriors with Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Roz Golden-Woode. Here in Atlanta, Studio J, TNT NBA Tip-Off is presented by Auto Trader Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Charles. Kenny has the night off. David Aldridge is here. Of course, he's here because it's the trade deadline day.
That's right.
Oh, and what a flurry of inactivity there was by mid-afternoon. So Paul George stays put, and Jimmy Butler stays put, and Jahlil Okafor stays put.
Inexplicably, yes.
Yeah, so, you got any theories? Why was the trigger not pulled on some of these deals and a lot of people were really hot and saying, yeah, this is going to happen?
Well, look, I mean, if Indy's going to trade Paul George, they're not going to just give him away for like a couple of donuts, right? I mean, they want something back.
What's wrong with a couple of donuts?
No, I'm sorry.
That was too easy.
You're right. That was
too easy.
I'm learning.
Way to lob it up there for me.
Hey, welcome to the team, baby.
That was a Vince Carter lob right now.
They wanted that first. They wanted the Brooklyn pick. You know,
and I thought that was in play.
Well, you hear different things about whether it was actually in play or not. I think if it was in play, they may have gotten something done. My guess is it probably was not. Everything I've been told is that Boston wants to be in this draft. They like this draft. They think they got a chance to get a transcendent player, a superstar level player in this draft. And with $30 million in cap room, they can add another superstar in free agency. So rather than get the one, they think they have a chance to get two.
Did Chicago come close to Jimmy Butler moving?
I don't think so, but it's odd to me because I heard they got a great offer from Atlanta, as well. But a lot of teams went in and tried to get him. I was a little surprised because they went ahead and traded Gibson and McDermott. Yeah. Which is basically, a lot of their team that they have. Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well trade Jimmy Butler, too, and start all over again because you don't have much of a team left. You got 4 point guards now.
Yeah, that deal with OKC is our Auto Trader player comparison.
I love this deal for OKC. I love this deal. I'm a big Taj Gibson fan. I think McDermott is going to fit great with Westbrook, but like I've been saying for years, Taj Gibson, to me, that's a great pickup. They didn't really give up anything to get him. So I love this deal for OKC.
I agree.
We got the word the other day, too, as you look at Taj Gibson. It was late at night in New Orleans when the word of the deal came through that DeMarcus Cousins was moving from Sacramento to New Orleans, and he will make his debut tonight against the Houston Rockets. Shaq, obviously you got a rooting interest in that Sacramento situation. Why did this happen?
Word has it that they just want to start all over. The DeMarcus Cousins experiment wasn't working. They didn't really see it working in the future.
6.5-year experiment, though.
They just, they just felt that it wasn't working. They just want to start all over. Work the free agent market, try to build something in the draft. And they just want to start a new culture down there in Sacramento, similar to when the Chris Webber days were there. So, they just wanted to start all over. We wish DeMarcus well. Him and AD is an impressive lineup. Both the guys averaging 20 and 10. The last Twin Towers to do that was David Robinson and Tim Duncan. They have a really good shot at making the playoffs now, and they wish them well. But they just wanted to start all over.
Chuck, you want to throw, because this is looked at as, hey, what a front line. Do you want to throw any cold water on this as far as New Orleans goes and what it's going to mean for that team?
Well, two things. Number one, I think the NBA made a great mistake tonight. This should have been our game tonight. You got to show, first of all, it's going to be a great experiment, and they play in the Rockets. Listen, the Cavs are beating they've beaten the Knicks 9 straight times. They're going to beat them 10 straight times after the night. We should have shown this game because it is must-see television. Ernie, for me, DeMarcus Cousins is a tremendous talent. What's going to be interesting to me watching what happens is he's not going to be getting the ball as much. So, and first of all, I hate putting myself in this situation, but when I got traded to Phoenix, like when you're on a team that's not very good, you get the ball all the time.
Every play.
Yes, but when I got traded to Phoenix, I played with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Serge Sabalos, Mark West. I could go and get rebound, and I was content. What's going to be very interesting for me for DeMarcus Cousins is he's not going to get 10 to 15 more touches, less touches than he was getting in Sacramento. What is he going to bring to the table? Is he going to concentrate on defense? Is he going to rebound the ball? Because when you play with Anthony Davis, he needs the ball too. When you play with a Drew Holiday, he needs the ball too. That's what's going to be fascinating. Nobody has ever questioned DeMarcus Cousins' talent. They question his mentality and his work ethic. And you know what? I'm looking forward to watching this.
Are they a playoff team now?
I
They're
think they are
11
a playoff
right
team.
now. Are they a playoff team?
You know, Chuck makes some very interesting points. I think they are a playoff team, but it'll probably take some time. You know, both guys
Pelicans
like having the ball. They need the ball. And again, the last time this worked was with David Robinson and Tim Duncan, and they're a different type of cats. They're very passive, very selfish. And, you know, David, when, you know, Tim got drafted, told him right away, it's your team.
Right.
You go to work, I'll be the rebound. So, you know, one of those guys is going to have to step back, and I'm anxious to see which guy is going to step back.
Hold on.
Yep.
And I'll ask you this.
Ask me away.
Who has to step back?
DeMarcus. I think DeMarcus has to step back. And I think, look, this is a great chance for DeMarcus Cousins. And there, in the history of this league, there's all kinds of examples of guys who got a reset. You talk about Robert Parrish, supposed to be a malcontent in Golden State, he's in the Hall of Fame. You talk about Dennis Johnson, supposed to be a malcontent in Seattle, in the Hall of Fame. You talk about Latrell Sprewell choking his coach, then he goes to the Knicks and leads them to the finals. So there's history is replete with guys who take advantage of that second chance. DeMarcus needs to take advantage of this second chance. He's playing with the best, not only the best player he's ever played with, the best point guard he's ever played with in Drew Holiday. He's got a chance to make this good.
Ditching the number 15 he wore in Sacramento, he's going to wear his number 0 as a member of the New Orleans Pelicans. So we'll keep you up to speed on that game, and we will show you Melo and the Knicks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Can't wait to watch the Knicks play.
LeBron.
TV.